I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Ready. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Cycle. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. White again. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Running the crossing route, it's Beasley with a catch.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
On 1st and 10, Martin. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, Grant! Where's that?
To throw again. Martin over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Watch it, 6.
Off the play fake. Martin. Looking for Beasley. Got him on his slant. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off-play action. Martin. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Martin throwing on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Newton. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, blue. Red, cycle. Black shot.
To throw is Martin. To throw on third down. And he's got his man on the out route.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Colts at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Down.
2nd and 11.
6, 7. Green back.
Here's Tua.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Newton, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First down, here's White.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On play action, here's Tua.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Tua on 4th down.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Now back to the ground game with White.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Black ultra. Red cycle. Black shot.
On 2nd and 9.
Tua
Steps away to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rashad White, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
The slot man in motion right. Martin now. Off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Martin. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
He's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Martin. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Okay, ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go. Right, right. Faster, faster.
Looking to throw. Martin. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Newton, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Newton, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to fourth and 1.
Yellow, blue. Red.
Martin throwing on fourth down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Martin to throw on second down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ready.
On fourth down, Martin. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans have retaken a third quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll go up the middle with White. To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch it, 6. Trail, yellow, trail 3. Yellow blue.
Now Tua. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the ball. Ready.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Ready, set.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They stay on the ground with White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's White. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
2nd down and goal. Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
And cycle. Black shot. Solid red. Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Now Martin on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Martin firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
To throw is Martin, throwing on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught. This is White. And some room to maneuver. On the move past the 40. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Colts.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 39, Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, 61 yards. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare.
He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They will run with White out of the shotgun, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw here. He's got White here.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Opting to run again here with White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because